Yeah, hello everybody. My name is Mitch Hall. It's a great honor and joy for me to be here at this biennial, the 11th Biennial International Meaning Conference. And Paul T.P. Wong has invited me to share Qigong practices with you. And I'm so pleased to do so. I hope that you will all pace yourself. I began doing these practices in 1971, so I think that's a full 50 years ago. I've done quite a few other things along the way. And I think Paul and I met through the Task Force on Indigenous Psychology, of which we are both members, and we've posted things on the listserv for there. So with no further ado, we should get started. I think my main number one rule is please do not force anything. Please do not feel obligated to do anything if it doesn't seem safe for you. And I will do my best to give clear demonstrations and explanations, but they're never obligations. This is all about self-care. I'll be doing the practices standing. If for any reason anyone there is not able to stand the whole time, feel free to sit and adapt and modify the movements for you. Okay, so Qigong, as you know, is an ancient practice. There are thousands of variations of it. And my number one concern is let's do no harm. We apply that number one principle of the Hippocratic Oath, and that's in keeping with Taoist philosophy, with the principle of Wu Wei. It's often translated as non-action or non-doing, but I like to think of it as non-forcing, not forcing anything, finding the what's natural for us. So find if it's comfortable for you, stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. Uh, Feel the weight evenly distributed between the right and the left feet, and between the balls of the feet and the heels. Just have a sense your toes are spreading and relaxing. Now check your knees and gently let them soften a little. We never want to hyperextend or lock the knees. That can be a strain on the joint. Just a slight yielding through the knees. Place one palm on your lower abdomen below the navel, the lower dantian, the other hand on top of the back of that hand. And have your sacrum, if it's comfortable, and again, always modify, never force, relatively perpendicular to the floor. Your ribs over the hips, shoulders over the ribs, and maybe gently tuck the chin so the back of the neck is long, the crown of the head is reaching high. If you start swaying a little bit forward and back, that's okay, just not to worry. That works fine. Feel how the breath is flowing now. And we're just centering the pelvic area about 2 inches below the navel, and in the center is where the lower dantian, the elixir field, it has various translations. We have 3, the pelvic area, the thoracic area, and the brow area. So more to be continued. So we're going to start with a few warm-ups. Bring your hands down at the sides, just relax, and start doing a gentle bouncing through the knees. Nothing vigorous right now. We're warming up. You can sway your upper body a little bit. Let your shoulders, arms, and hands be relaxed. And have a sense that there's a nice alignment of your spine. Align the spine. Just bounce, shaking the tree. Just let it be playful and relaxed. You can turn the body a little bit. Yeah. Now pause. Have your toes, feet are about parallel, but again, modifications. Be aware of any history of injuries you have, whether acute or chronic, and just don't aggravate anything. Have your knees forward, your toes forward. Keep your hips stable right now. We're just going to turn from the waist. So it's knocking at the gate of life. Just turn gently from the waist and let the back hand, the back of it taps gently on the lower back. Maybe up by the kidney area, down by the sacrum. And we just have the front hand right now tapping about at the waist. So again, we don't want any torquing of the knees. We want this to be gentle, just turning the spine, warming up. We're just warming up now. You can tap on top of the shoulder muscles on the upper trapezius with the front hand. Or on the side of the shoulders. Now, we're going to add some movement with the legs and hips. So shift weight to one leg, lift the outer heel, the heel of the outer leg, and just do an inward rotation of that leg. So now your hips are moving also. You're getting a gentle inward rotation at the hip socket. You get a little more range of motion. You can look around as you do this, or if that makes you dizzy, just look forward. And again, modify anything for your safety. So we're going to switch now to a third variation of this, which is we lift the front of the foot, pivot on the heel, so there's an outward rotation of that leg. And we're still tapping. And slowly come to the front again. Leave your arms a little bit away from the body. Notice any sensations you may feel in your fingers and palms. Let your shoulders relax. Just feel again your solid rootedness to the earth. Now shift weight to your left leg if I'm your mirror image now, and raise your right heel. Make sure that your support leg, there's a little bit of a yielding of the knee. And start circling that heel around in one direction. You can place hands on your hips. Just be very gentle, circling your, to get a movement through. By circling the heel, there's a movement in your ankle joint, your knee joint, and up in your hip socket. Yeah, goes all the way there. Change the direction of that heel circle. You may find it's easier to do it in one direction than the other. Just take your time. We're just warming up, getting a little stretching on the bottoms of the toes. Bring that heel down. Shift weight to the other leg. Again, you don't want the knee locked, a little bit of a yield to it. Lift this opposite heel and just start circling whichever way it came to you. Feel that movement going all the way up the leg. Change direction. Again, this is just a little bit of a warm up. Good. Bring that heel down. Keep your hands on your hips now. Just slowly take your hips around in a circle. Knees will need to yield accordingly. Take your time. Now you can do a small hip circle. We're letting the upper body from the waist up be a counterbalance to where the hips are going. You can take a smaller or larger circle and really feel what's happening in your hips, your back, your knees. We always want to monitor and modify according to our own body's best needs and interests. Just warming up, and then we'll change direction of those hip circles. Yeah, easy does it. Just be playful. Relax. Yeah. Really getting into our body sensations, taking it easy. Good. Now, this will involve a little bit of balance. Is a rocking motion where we're going to be first lifting up the heels, swinging the arms forward, then bringing the heels down, pressing the palms back and raising the fronts of the feet. So inhaling, we raise the heels, lift the arms chest height. Exhaling, heels down, palms back, raise the fronts of the feet. So you're getting a nice extension and flexion at your ankle joint. You're sending up the energy and bringing it down. And this pendulum swinging of the arms, this is great for our circulation of the blood as well as the lymphatic system in both the upper and lower parts of the body. You know, have a sense you're about to take off and fly. Just how would that feel? Easy does it, nice and easy. A pendulum-like swinging of the arms. Always modify. You can do very small movements. We want to keep breathing and balance are number one, okay? And just come, let your pendulum slowly swing to a stop. Check your stance about shoulder width. We'll do a small Qigong set for heart healing. It's for the fire element, actually. We're in the summer season. Bring one palm on your lower abdomen, the other palm on top of the first hand. Bend your knees a little, feel your breath. Just center again. So, in the traditional cosmology, there are 5 elements. Wood is spring, fire is summer, earth is late summer, metal is autumn, and winter, and water is winter. So anyhow, and they have corresponding organs and tissues and all the rest. And the heart is the primary yin organ of the fire element. And when the heart is out of balance, we can kind of get agitated and hyperactive. And especially in the summer when we have lots of sunlight and warmth, it's easy to do. So we want to just bring peacefulness, joy, love, compassion to our hearts. So bringing the hands down, we'll start with one called Parting the Clouds. Turn your palms outward. Inhale, slowly raise your arms up about chest height. Exhale, bend at the elbows, bringing right to the center of your chest, with palms up. This is your heart center. Then exhale, turn your palms outward, the middle dantian here. I'm sorry, inhale, turn the palms outward. Exhale, extend forward as if you're parting clouds. Inhale, continue to part those clouds in front of your heart center. Exhale, bring your arms down. And you can bend the knees a little more. So inhale, we rise up. Exhale, palms up, come right in front of your heart center, your middle dantian. Inhale, turn the palms outward. Exhale, we part the clouds. Inhale, we continue parting them. Exhale down. So the image is our heart is like a sun. It is a radiant source of compassion and love and courage. And we want to coordinate the breathing with the movements and really bring our center of awareness into that middle dantian, into our heart center. So inhale, palms up, rise up through the legs a little. Exhale, bend at the elbows, palms up in front of the chest. Inhale, rotate your palms forward. Exhale, part the clouds. Inhale, open up that spaciousness. Exhale down. When we get into the heart center, we experience a spaciousness, a vastness, a compassion and love that transcends space and time. So inhale up, exhale fold, inhale rotate, exhale press, and inhale separate, exhale down. One more. Inhale, exhale, in, out, in, and out. So we're going nice and slowly, keeping the feet about shoulder width apart. That was called parting the clouds. Is it parting clouds from the heart center? Now we'll do separating the clouds to create spaciousness and vastness above our heads. Cross one arm in front of the other. You can bend your knees a little more if that works for you. Notice which one's in front, which is in back. Inhale, raise your arms up gently and look up. Exhale, you part the clouds and the arms come slowly down. See if you can cross the arms the other way from before. If not, don't worry about it. Inhale. Exhale, really feeling into your entire body. This is a fully embodied practice, so we always want to feel the connection to the earth through our feet. We want to feel our alignment. We want to feel our connection to the heavens above through the crown of the head. So again, we're clearing space all around us. Inhale. Exhale. It can be a very gentle practice. So it's not just what we do, it's how we do it. It doesn't have to be fancy. If we can be fully mindfully present in the here and now, we can discover all manner of messages and lessons through our bodies. We can experience the blessing of this life and our connection with all of nature, all the cosmos. Let's do one more gently. Inhale up. Exhale slowly, slowly down. Good. Now, walk your feet in whatever way works for you. Look, my yoga mat here's a little mixed up. Bring your heels together comfortably. They don't have to quite be touching, but if it's comfortable for you, and the toes are a bit turned out. Okay, so we're going to do one called the flying crane. It's one of many flying crane forms, but it's a very simple one. We're going to keep it's like a V shape with the toes, again, with the toes out, the heels close together. You bring your hands in front, turn the fingers up, and let the pads of the four fingers touch the pad of the thumb. So as you inhale now, you bend the knees, just going straight down. These are your crane's wings, and as you exhale, you rise up through the legs, bring your arms and inhale. Very slow and smooth. Exhale. This is a gentle practice. By the way, I'll be introducing different sequences each of the 3 days that I'll be teaching. Inhale and exhale. Do this as gracefully, smoothly, comfortably as possible. Let the bending of the knees only be at a level that feels safe and good for you. We want to move with ease, relaxation. Just enjoying a moment, a brief hour of self-care, letting our energies flow. There are many translations of Qigong also. I like to think of it as energy cultivation. Let's do one more of this crane movement. And just notice your stability on your feet now. So we're going to keep the feet in this position. And we'll do an exercise that involves balance. But you can do it at different levels. You lean a little forward. I'll explain it first. You cross the arms as we did with separating the clouds. Inhaling, raise your arms, straighten your body up. Exhaling, bring your arms out to the side, palms up, shoulder height. Now, weight, have it primarily on your left leg right now. Start raising your right heel. Now, that might just be enough. Or you can raise the foot a little off the floor or a lot. Exhale, bring it down. So it's about, now cross your arms again. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, arms shoulder height apart, at shoulder height, palms up, out to the sides. Now place weight primarily on your right leg, lift your left heel. You need to balance on that right leg and either just stay with the heel lifted or lift the whole foot up and down. And again, you could lift it a little. Or so this is called red-headed crane, delights in seeing its mate. In, out, in, and out. You don't have to lift the foot as high as I'm doing. Just keep it safe for you. Balance is more important than going too far. In fact, going too far is what we don't want to do. So you can bend the knees as you come down. You can straighten them, but never lock them coming up. So we just alternate side to side. Red-headed crane delights in seeing its mate. Feel delight in doing your red-headed crane dance. Enjoy. Again, modify for your safety. If someone were in a chair, you can do this. You can do the arm part and the leg part, just you're not standing. So this is great balance practice. Research into benefits of Qigong and Tai Chi practices find they're really as good as it gets as we get older in years for helping to prevent falls and maintain balance. Let's do one more on each foot. Yeah, and the other side. Gentle, slow, balance, and bring it down. Good. Bring your feet about shoulder width apart. Relax the knees. You're doing great. Now we'll do one that's called lifting the ball. We're going to be bringing palms will be upward on this. One palm is going to be reaching across and up, while the other palm goes onto your lower back, just at the top of the sacrum, and between, where the sacrum and lumbar spine meet. Palm up. This is called lifting the ball. So you imagine you have a ball in your palm. As you inhale, shift weight to your left leg. Lift your right heel up and raise the ball up to the sky. As you exhale, come down and center. And then you transition the arms, inhaling, go to the other side. So I hope you can see my foot. I'm lifting the heel of the leg that's not bearing much weight. I'm pivoting on the big toe and then coming down onto the whole foot. Inhale, exhale. Find your form. These are simple movements, and the more we do them, the more we can discover in them. So lifting the ball. Mhm. Let it be an easy flowing movement. Perhaps the image of lifting a ball, as if you were tossing it even, brings back an embodied memory of hopefully some carefree childhood days. Of course, not everyone's childhood was always carefree, but hopefully there were those moments of childhood delight. Just being able to toss a ball was very just cosmic almost. Lifting it up to the sky. Yay. Peace. Just slow and smooth and gentle. We'll do one more in each direction. And the other direction. Good. Have your feet in about shoulder width again. Knees bent. Hands in front of your lower dantian below the navel. We're going to do a little bit of, it's like ocean breathing. It's kind of playing with the chi. So as you inhale, let your hands come out and up a little bit. As you exhale, notice if you can feel any sensations. Maybe keep the hands closer together at the moment. There's an energy field between the two palms, especially the Lao Gong point right at the center of the palm. Kind of almost, that is, that general area. And we're just inhaling, we expand a little, exhaling, bring the palms close. Inhaling, just play with the chi a little bit, exhale. In and out. One more like that. Very subtle, very simple. Turn your palms out, bring them up to the chest level, then bring the palms in front of the middle dantian, your heart center. Inhale, expand, exhale. One more. Bring your hands down, bring them overhead. Inhaling. As you exhale, bring one palm right down onto the middle dantian, the center of your chest, the other palm on top of that hand. Gently tuck your chin and bow the head a little bit, deferring to the wisdom of the heart mind, a Chinese character to represent mind, also represents heart. Let's defer to wisdom of the heart. Get in touch with that. And inhaling again, bring the arms down. I'm sorry, exhaling. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, draw down peaceful heart energy throughout your body. That is to say, we're just circling that heart energy. Inhaling. In and out. In and out. Let's do one more like that. Slow, like your arms are floating. There's no tension, no effort. And we'll just stand for a few breath cycles in what's called embracing the tree. So you want your elbows out to the side, but not up and not way down, but at this neutral area, and the hands in front of your heart center facing it. This is a standing meditation position, one of the many Zhanzhang forms. Standing post, standing pillar. Some people call it standing like a tree. But feel the rootedness through your feet to the earth. And feel this embrace around the energetic heart field. The heart is the strongest electromagnetic resonator of our entire organism. There is an energy field there, a sacred space. So think about the values that you cherish. And you're bringing up your arms, and both as if you're hugging these values in the space between your heart and the rest of life, and also protecting these values. As we know, there are so many forces that may challenge us and challenge that which is sacred for us and for our traditions. So just for a moment, we embrace the space. You may feel subtle energy sensations. In the Qigong, when we're moving, we feel the energy of movement. And when we just stand or sit still, we can feel the movement of energy, subtle energy. Just a few more breaths. This can be very strengthening. It can help consolidate and build the chi. So turn your palms down. Inhale, lift the backs of your wrists up. Exhale, slowly, slowly. Bring your arms down. Beautiful. Now let's begin one of the Tai Chi Qigong Shabashir sets. We'll see how much time we have. Interlace the fingers. Inhaling, raise the hands up and look up to the sky. Press the palms up. Exhaling, bring the interlaced fingers down. At the bottom, turn your palms up again. Inhale. And exhale. If that breath cycle is too long for you, you can divide it in two. And notice I'm also rising up through the legs as I inhale. And gently bending the knees a little as I exhale. If that works for you, do it. And again, we want to keep a good alignment. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Bring your arms to the side. Now we'll do simply, it's called expand the chest. Inhale. Slowly raise the arms, turn the palms to face each other, and draw the arms back, expanding the chest, opening the heart. Exhale, forward and down. Now, if one breath cycle's too long, you can divide it in two as this way. Inhale, palms face, exhale, expand. Inhale, arms forward slowly. Exhale, down. Inhale. And so that would be one breath cycle all the way up and out in, and all the way forward and down out. But if that doesn't work, you divide it in two. We never want to force the breathing, especially. We each have our own lung capacity, and so we need to modify accordingly. Very gentle here. Let's do one more, expanding the chest. And forward. Good. Notice how you feel, how the breathing is. Through our movements, through awareness in our body, we're also regulating the mind. We want to come into our physical presence. Just give a rest. By being mindful, we can give a rest to the thinking mind. So now I'm going to do the swing step. It involves some balance and coordination. It's a little different from some of the other Qigongs we've been doing. So picture that you're standing in a circle is one way to do it. And there's a clock face. And where there'd be 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock in front at the two corners, 4 o'clock and I think 8 o'clock in the other two corners behind. We're going to go to those. So I'd like you to put weight on your right leg, swing your arms back, raise your left heel. So here's how we'll do it. Now, take it moderately at first, and when you get into it, you can be playful. So lift your left foot with weight on your right leg, step the heel forward and down. Another way to visualize it is if it's at the corner of a square, and as you come forward, swing your arms there, and then bring this foot up and step to that front corner, step to that back corner, and the other back corner. So it'd be 4, step 1, 2. You don't have to lift your feet as high as 3. I just want it to be visible. 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So then you'd be playful, just swinging as if dancing, carefree. Yeah. But modify. You can take smaller steps. You can keep the foot closer to the floor. Just getting a sense of going to those 4 corners, swinging the arms back and forward where the foot's going. Easy movement, lighthearted, playful, joyous. It's summer. We're in a virtual gathering with people who share our interests and values, who are cultivating meaning and resilience in a time of collective difficulties. We can be thankful for that. Let's get a spring in our step, joy in our hearts, peace in our center. If I'm going too fast, you can go slower. Now last 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Come to the center, just rest the moment. That's beautiful, my friends. Notice your heart rate now and your breathing. Now we're going to do the blossoming lotus. And oh, it looks like there's some message in the chat box. Let me just peek at that. Oh, I'm so glad. Thanks, Daniel J. I'm so glad you're enjoying this. You're really enjoying it. Warms my heart. Great. Thank you so much. I'll look at all the chats soon. Now, the blossoming lotus, we're going to make a lotus blossom mudra in front of our heart. So the lotus blossom mudra is going to be heels of the hands together, thumbs together, and pinky fingers together. I'll show you the whole form in a moment. But we're just make that mudra so when we come to it, you'll be ready for it. The images, we're going to let the lotus blossom from our heart center. Yay! I'm so honored. I'm so glad this is good. Hooray! Thank you, Huimin. Thank you, Dorothy. I'm so glad. I'm so honored. I also, when I've gone to conferences, wish they started this way. So I'm happy to share it. That's great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so now the blossoming lotus, you have the feet about shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent. As you exhale, lean forward. Bring your hands to the insides of your knees. The palms are on the insides of your knees. As you inhale, you rise up, massage up your inner legs, up the ribs, and then bring your lotus mudra right in front of your chest. I was inhaling. Now, as you exhale, picture there's a lotus blossoming from your heart center, reaching up to the sky. And as you inhale, you separate the arms, bring them about shoulder height. Exhale, you lean a little forward, keeping a nice, well-aligned spine. Hands inside your knees. Inhale. Lotus mudra. Exhale. Let the lotus of your heart blossom. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And whatever the lotus symbolizes to you, it has many deep spiritual, cultural associations, especially in Asian cultures. So we're drawing up this energy from the earth as the lotus blossoms from the heart center. Again, it's the summer season. It's the season when we need to take special care of our hearts and not get overworking or overheated. Let's do 2 more times. I'm enjoying this very gentle. Get a little self-massage running up these yin meridians that go up from the earth, from the feet, the kidney, liver, and spleen meridians come up the inner legs here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale and exhale coming down, my friends. Good. Notice how you feel from letting the lotus blossom from your heart. Now we're going to look at the setting sun. Please be super careful here and don't push it any. This one's a little more complicated movement. I'm going to introduce parts of it first. So for balance, you need to be able to shift weight to one leg. Let's say it's the left. Step the opposite foot across and behind it and across from it. Notice the heel is lifted, the toes are on the floor, and you'll be pointing back that way and looking that way. There's more to it. I just want you to gently practice. You can take a small step, want weight on your right leg, bring your left leg across like that. You can look, it's like all going down on this diagonal. Palms are down, the fingers point there. There's more to it, but just do a few practice steps side to side. Weight is primarily on this front leg. You want the knee to be a little bent, and you want the knee to be well supported over the foot and never farther forward than the toes. This is all crucial. We want to protect these joints. We want to protect our balance. So if you're not used to doing this, it's going to be a very elegant step when we put it all together. Please just don't force it. You can do it with a big step or a smaller one. It's usually good to start small and get used to it, okay? And you don't have to do anything. Again, I'm giving demonstrations and explanations, but they're never obligations because I want everyone to be safe above all. So now we'll start the full form. So we'll step in that direction with the right foot, but shift weight to your left leg. Inhale, raise your arms slowly up overhead. And as the hands cross the midline, shift weight to your right leg. That knee bends. Now slowly shift weight to your left. Position your weight primarily on your left leg. Sweep the foot behind, point behind, and look behind. You should have a nice, elegant line, like coming on a diagonal down that way. So take it easy now. Inhaling, shift weight to your right leg. Arms come up on the right. Exhaling, they come across the midline. Shift weight to your left leg. And then slowly as you come down, shift weight to your right leg. Step, point, and gaze. Okay, this is, in this set, it's called Looking at the Setting Sun. It's a beautiful image. Inhale. Exhale, and then you start getting used to it. You can get more flow. You can get a bigger step and a bigger lean, but always protect your back, your hips, never causing harm. Inhale and exhale. Looking at the setting sun. Yeah. Inhale. And again, no extra tension, no extra force, but be sure to take care of your balance and your breathing. Inhale. Exhale. One more in each direction. Inhale. Exhale. And the other direction. Inhale. Exhale. Good. You're getting to be elegant like ballerinas. I'll just peek at some messages for a second while you get a breather. Yeah, I hope you can review the recording also. Okay. Delighted. I hope so too. You should be able to review it. I'm teaching 2 more days. We'll do some different sequences, but there may be some repeats. So that was looking at the setting sun. Okay, now we're going to do another one that involves a bigger stretch. It's called pointing to the needle at the bottom of the sea. Never force a stretch. We should never force anything on these bodies. We want to be very gentle and compassionate with ourselves, kind for ourselves. So I'll demonstrate it. So this one, shift weight to your right leg. Again, make sure the knee is bent. Turn your left foot a little bit out to the side with the heel lifted. So the ball of the foot and the toes are on here. Now, as you inhale, look back and raise your right arm up behind you. Now, weight's primarily on this back leg. As you exhale with a long spine, you start flexing forward. Engage your belly and your back muscles, bringing the fingers towards the spot just between the first and second tarsal bones, if that makes sense to you. Then exhale, you pivot on that ball of foot, bring the arm down. Shifting weight to your left leg. Inhaling, lift your left arm up. Now exhaling again, your fingertips are going to be aiming to that spot, the soft area just between the first and second tarsal bones of the foot. You may reach, you may not. Never force it. Just ease into the stretches, ease out of them. So we're pivoting on the balls of the feet here, yeah? With the heels lifted. Weights on the right leg. Inhale. Long spine, folding from your hip hinge a little bit from the waist. And you may find your flexibility increases without forcing it. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale. Long extension. Exhale, you can bend that back knee. Inhale up. Again, if you're not used to doing this, this is a little more demanding than what we did earlier. I want you to be very careful, and you can go halfway down. You don't have to go all the way. We want to protect the back, protect the hips, protect the knees, protect your balance. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale, long extension. Inhale. Exhale. One more to each side now. I don't want to overdo it. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Whoa, that was a big one. Rub your hands together. Bring it to your lower back and just have a sense you're bringing chi from the center of your palms. Give a little massage to your lower back and your hips, anywhere that feels good. I'll peek at the chat box just in case there's a message that will be supportive of us. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm so glad. This is a lovely start to the day. Thank you. Yeah, I hope the organizers can send me the chat boxes. I'd love to thank everybody personally. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad it's a lovely start to the. It is for me too, especially knowing who you are and what drew you together to this conference. So now we're going to do opening heaven and earth. And this is a set of 18 I'm doing. Opening heaven and earth is only number 7. If we don't get through the whole thing, we can, restart the next day and continue. So open heaven and earth involves reaching up to the sky and down to the earth with a long spine here. So first you inhale, just reach up to the heavens. Now keeping your arms extended and your back long, as you exhale, engage your abdominal muscles, knees are bent, and slowly fold forward with a long spine. Press your arms between the legs and back a little. Inhale, you start bringing your arms directly aligned with the shoulders and raise your straight torso up. Coming to here, and then exhale, it's like a little bit as if you're about to sit down. So this is open heaven and earth. What a beautiful image. We're opening it so the treasures of both heaven and earth stream through us. Heaven above, earth below, human in the middle. This is our position. Inhale.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yes. Yes.
Just a 4-minute warning. We're going to wrap this up. Is that okay?
In 4 minutes. Okay.
Yes. Sorry. Good luck.
I just got a 4-minute warning. Okay. Can I chat with the people a moment at the last minutes? Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do just one more because we're almost out of time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Since there's only a few minutes, because I know you have a tight schedule, the organizer gave me the message. So we'll to be continued tomorrow morning at 7:30 Vancouver time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Again, have a sense you're filling your form with peaceful energy. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale. Good. Rub your hands. Rub 3 times down the inner arm. Turn the palm over 3 times up the outer arm. Other side. Massage down the front, the ribs, down your lower back, and then down the outer legs, up the inner legs, just grounding the energy now. One more. We'll just stand for a moment and embrace the tree. Again, feel your rootedness to the earth. Uplift through the crown of the head to the sky. Feel your level of energy now. Feel your breath flowing and just give thanks for whatever blessings there are in your life, that you're here, that you're alive, that you're gathered with colleagues from far and wide. As we cultivate further sense of meaning and resilience, deepen our understanding, deepen our commitment to life on this earth, in these bodies, and beyond. Thank you so much, my friends. Bring your feet together if you'd like. Make a gentle fist with your right hand. Place the left palm on top. Thank you. Hi. Is it over?
Yeah, well, we were still alive, but I just want to thank you for that. That was a very great way to start the morning.
And oh my God, I'm so glad someone wrote, "See you in the morning, Mitch." Thank you very much. Wow, I'm honored. I'm really, really pleased. Thank you all so much. Thanks to the conference organizers. And we're just meeting for the first time face to face. This is Tim at the controls there, I think. Yeah. Thank you, my friends. So I'm glad there's been Very favorable feedback. A wonderful holistic way to start the day. Wow. I'm really touched by all these comments. Thank you all so much. You're
All right.
so sweet. Have a blessed conference, and I'm gonna try to tune into ones I can. I still have some work to do, but I'll work. I'll take in everything I can. All
Okay.
right, friends. Thank you. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 7:30 Vancouver time.
Yes. And for all the attendees, the
Yeah.
session A1, the keynote of Robert A. Neymar will be beginning soon. We'll see everybody there. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you, guys.